radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescifcenter.com.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah. Jones. Hey. Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey. If you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams, and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.
All right, Las Vegas, good afternoon. Greg Deville back in the studio once again, having fun doing what we do, helping families create wealth in real estate. Listen, it's a beautiful Wednesday outside. Wonderful, exciting. I hope your day is going well. Your week is exceptional. We're going to have some fun today. Real estate is by far one of the greater investments. We want to make sure that you're getting your investments. You're getting in where you live. You got the keys. Getting into home ownership is so valuable that if you haven't had a chance, you got to get with me. 702-349-0162, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, State King. That's right. This is what we do. We help people create wealth through equity, which is in real estate. So you know you're creating wealth, right, when you pay rent. You're just doing it for somebody else. So let me help you get in the pilot's chair. Let me help you become a driver. Let me help you own where you live. Is that all right? Reach out to me. You can reach me on all platforms. Greg Deville on all platforms. www.gregdeville.com. I want to talk to you about if you need to sell that home. Don't forget if there's a probate matter, divorce matter, whatever the matter might be in selling your home, we can help facilitate that as well. I want to get you guys set up so that you can get the equity out of your home. Somebody wants to sell a home today and use the equity to purchase another home, or you want to do a cash out refinance or a HELOC, where we could take the 80% of the property value, and guess what? You can purchase another home or investment property with residual income. So keeping that in mind, want to work with you, want to give you all that's available to you through Deville Realty Group. That's right. We've been around for now, 2005, 21 years, 24 years, 21 years. Yeah, 2001. I got here in 2001. So I've been here 24 years. That's right. But look, this is what we do. We help bring other entrepreneurs on. As you know, I'm very generous with my show. And it doesn't always have to be real estate. Let me say that. It is the Greg Deville Wealth and Real Estate Show. However, I do have guests from time to time that I want to bring some exposure from my platform for their business. So if you have a business, Black-owned business, I'd love to support you. I'd love to have you come on the show. Let's bring about your business. Realtors, I don't really have realtors unless you're a Deville Realty agent. I work with lenders, auto mechanics. You own your own shop, whatever your business might be, right? You have mobile catering service, your mobile DJ. We just had DJ Kelly J on recently. And so whatever it is you do, we want to help bring exposure through a different platform, if you will. So today we're bringing on her business is I think it's very needed. And I think we're coming into the time of year that it's really needed now, where schools are getting out and people want vacation. So today we're going to have Miss Tara Gordon, the travel boss. Good afternoon, Tara. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad you're here today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to share with the Deville Realty Group. We like to call this a Black Business Spotlight Shine.
Okay.
All right. So we want to spotlight the travel boss.
Yes. That's
So,
me.
Introduce yourself and your business, will you?
All right. Well, I am Tara, the travel boss, known across social media as the travel boss.
Okay.
I own TG Luxury Travel. I'm a travel agent. I specialize in group and luxury travel. For us, luxury isn't just a destination, it's more of a mindset. So I help families, couples, groups create unforgettable journeys that just feel luxurious as they sound and they plan. I'm honored to be here with you, Greg Deville. Thank you so much for having me. And I just truly believe that travel is one of the greatest expressions of wealth, and not just financially, but also emotionally and spiritually.
Okay. And so I asked you on the show because I think travel for people is a great R&R, right? Mm-hmm. So you do a lot of different destinations. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So if I were to ask you on a destination package, now I do understand you don't work for one necessary travel excursion, right? You work different destinations. Say if somebody want to take a cruise, how many cruise lines do you work with?
I work with all your major cruise lines. So Royal Caribbean, Carnival, just all of them, Virgin Voyages. We work with all cruise lines. We're able to book you a vacation via any cruise line that you desire.
Okay.
All you have to do is give us a call at 925-305-0267. That's my direct line.
Say that, slow that down.
It is 925.
That's the area code, 925.
Area
Go
code
ahead.
925-305-0267.
Okay.
You can call me directly, and I'd be happy to help you with any cruise line.
Now, so I'm going on a cruise, but I understand. So it's all inclusive on the cruise. But my getting there, are you going to help me get the travel? Because a lot of the cruises may leave out of Long Beach, California, or either maybe Florida.
So
right?
yeah, what we would do is a tailored consultation, figure out what your needs are. If you need air or you want to include air in your package, then of course we're able to do that as well. Some people, they like to find the air on their own. So, it just depends on what your preference is and your need for your vacation, but you can definitely book your package, your cruise line package, to include air when you book with me.
How far in advance? Because I want to take a trip. But I want to pay monthly on. I don't want to pay. I want a Royal Caribbean, but I don't want to pay it all up front, right? How far in advance would I need to book a Royal Caribbean or any of the cruise lines, right? Doesn't matter. Either of them, they all get on the water. However, how far in advance? Is it depending on anything particular?
I always say you get the best deals about 120 days in advance from the sale date. However, I'm a planner. I love to plan. I always encourage my clients to plan ahead. So most of my clients, they plan a year in advance for their next year's travel. So like for 2025, I have clients who's booking for 2026 at this time. So when I work consistently with you as a client. Some clients, they know they want to travel 2 times a year. They're already a client of ours.
Okay.
So we pretty much find out their destination where they're going in advance, and then we create a payment plan that allows them to travel next year, and they just pay throughout the year while they're still traveling the travel they planned the year before. So, you just got to get in touch with a travel agent, set your plan for how you want to travel. I always say that, a wealthy mindset is all about freedom, the freedom to go where you want, when you want, how you want.
Right.
And so travel feeds your soul. It expands your vision and it reminds you why you work hard. So if you keep that in mind, you get with a travel agent. We prepare you every year so you can set out and travel as your heart desires, while still being able to maintain and work and do the things you need to do.
So I got somebody listening right now who's thinking about maybe in the next couple months they want to go on a cruise, or perhaps they just want to go on a vacation. Maybe it's not going to be a cruise involved, but it's just a vacation. Do you help set up? They go on vacation, they need to rent a car. Do you do the whole inclusive package, just on even not just cruises, but just a vacation period?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So although my specialty is luxury and group travel, I am able to plan travel for individuals who just, want to get out and go somewhere. It's just as simple as completing a consultation with me.
Okay.
And if you give me a call, my number is 925-305-0267. You can always reach out to me. I'd be happy to do a free consultation with you just to figure out what your needs are. And then, yes, I can definitely plan that.
Okay. Well, you kind of answered, what does travel have to do with wealth? And as you mentioned, it's a great space for R&R. I think I know. I went to Washington, D.C., and I know someone explained that you were a travel agent, and I was able to use you, and it worked out, and you got me a great package that I don't think I would have. Well, let me just say, the package you got for me, based on the travel package for the group that I was traveling, half the price. So I can attest that the travel through a travel agent is certainly less expensive. And to know that you were getting paid for us traveling, it was like, oh, and then they making money. So it's that. What inspired you to start, this luxury travel? What inspired you?
Well, I've always been passionate about 2 things.
Okay.
And that's planning unforgettable experiences, and then also helping people enjoy living their life to the fullest.
Okay.
I started in event planning. I did a lot of social events. So I've done hair shows, fashion shows, those types of things. I moved into weddings, birthday celebrations.
Okay.
And then I moved into corporate events. And then naturally, I just transitioned into travel when clients wanted help with planning their destination weddings and milestone trips. And then from that, Tara the Travel Boss was born, and I've done some travel for celebrities. I also have worked closely with, just throw that out there, Ray J, done some travel with him. And so I just have, been able to have the desire to just create unforgettable experiences, travel experiences that feel intentional, that elevate you and that are effortless. And so I specialize now in group travel, your honeymoons, your wellness escapes, luxury cruises. I do work with a lot of group cruises. So if you have an organization or a group and you guys travel throughout the year, do retreats or just different things like that, I do work with those types of groups. And I just believe that travel should be accessible to everyone, and it should be well planned. And so that's what we try to focus on, and we try to get people out to see the world.
Wow, that's powerful. What sets you apart, Tara, when it comes to being a traveler? Because I'm a social butterfly. I do a lot of network. I meet a lot of travel agents. What sets you apart? Why should someone contact you? What would make them, as a realtor, I'm set apart. So what makes you set apart as a travel agent?
Well, our experience is tailored. So we create seamless travel. We do customized itineraries. We do private excursions. We do exclusive upgrades. From the first idea to the return of flight, we handle it all. My clients don't stress. They just show up and they enjoy their trip. So it is a very tailored experience. That's why we sit with you. We do a consultation. We make sure that we're a great fit because, everybody's not your client. So we really just try try to make sure that, you're a great fit for us and we're able to, produce what you need before we take you on as a client.
Everybody's not your client. Okay. I certainly agree. Everybody's not my client. Some people I've had to fire as a client, so I get it. I get it, right?
Yeah.
Now there is a consultation fee typically.
So for my
so today, because
business,
you're on today, is that what we're saying? We kind of.
So no, we'll do an initial consultation for free.
Okay.
And that's with any client every day of the week, no matter what. We're on the radio having a special, yes, but we still will do a free consultation.
Okay.
Once we go into what we call the discovery, our research phase, as far as researching the trip and all of that, there is a $25 per destination fee.
Okay.
And that just makes sure that you are serious about your travel.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of time spent into researching your trip for you. If you decide to book the trip, that $25 fee does go towards the total cost of your trip.
Okay.
If not, it just pays us for our time.
Okay, good stuff. Now, you want to go on a trip. You're not necessarily going on a cruise, or if you're going on a cruise, but you want to go see family. What about just airline? Does it save me money having somebody just book it for me? Do you take pleasure in just booking trips just to go family vacation, family reunion? Oh, that's another one. Family reunions, right?
Yeah, so
they
that's
got a
one
package.
of the group trips that we specialize in. So when I say group trips, I'm talking about your family reunions. I'm talking about your work trips, those types of things. We definitely work with a lot of families yearly, for their reunions and things like that, putting them together. We kind of get the best deals. We go out and get those best room blocks for you, hotel room blocks. We create a customized itinerary. You just pretty much tell us what you need, and we're here to assist. I have several years in event planning, so that incorporates with the travel planning as well.
So is there a minimal number that you try to stay, minimal with when it comes to groups?
Absolutely. So depending on what type of travel it is, for instance, cruises, we'll need a group of 8 cabins. So that'll be 16 people traveling for that to be considered a group for your cruise.
So now you said 8 cabins to be a group, but does it have to be 2 people per cabin?
Yes. So it's based on double occupancy. You can book a cabin as a single occupant, but you're most of the time not saving any money. You're still paying the double occupancy minus, port fees and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's based on double occupancy. So you want to grab a friend, grab, your lover, whoever, and you guys, take the vacation together.
Right. Okay.
Now, for our more inclusive resorts, those don't necessarily have to be based on double occupancy. Again, I'll do that consultation with you if you give me a call at 925-305-0267, and then we can discuss your needs, and I can let you know if you qualify as a group or not. But even if you don't qualify as a group or not, Tara, the travel boss, is always here to help.
So Tara has a team.
Tara does have a team. So I also, I specialize in luxury and group travels. I do have a team of agents that I teach. They are independent travel agents as well. So if you are interested in learning the business, I also help agents get started. And then under my team, I will pass you to a agent that can assist and specializes in what you need for your vacation. So you come in, you do the consultation with me. If I determine I have maybe, a family that's really wanting to go to Disney, I have an agent that specializes in Disney. She knows all about Disney. That's her expertise. I usually pass them to that agent and let her assist with your travel. But we all work together. We all are under the same brand and the same identity. So, yeah.
Okay, good stuff. What can a client expect when working with Tara, the travel boss? What can a client expect?
So we are a white glove service, as we like to call ourselves. You tell me your vision, I make it real. Like I said, I specialize in what I specialize, but I also have agents who specialize in different things as well. So I want to provide you the best experience possible. So we make sure to do that. We have customized itineraries that we plan for people. We offer affordable payment plans, just depending on what your budget is. We always do a digital guest FAQ, so frequently asked question kit that we provide each one of our clients. We also offer optional travel insurance, excursions, drink packages, and we know we have those DIYers, so those people that like to plan themselves. They still like to be hands-on. So we have an Etsy shop. It's under TG Luxury Travel. If you visit our Etsy shop, we have a bunch of planning tools digital products that you can get. I mean, the cost of that is a cup of coffee, and it'll help you plan out your trip so you can still get that white glove service, that tailored experience from TG Luxury Travel.
So I heard there was a time a guy booked his own trip, and he called himself saving money from using a travel agent. You know, how many times can we try to save money, book our own, and find out, oops, I should have used a travel agent?
You know, that happens a lot.
Okay.
I have a client who, you know, he felt like he was just going away really quick. He didn't really, you know, want to do a consultation. You know, he was just like, oh, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
It was a last minute trip, and he had to call me and tell me about it.
Yeah,
so he booked a hotel, and he thought he booked the hotel at a different hotel, and he pulled up, and it was a Motel Inn, I guess you'll say. And he immediately calls me, and he's like, I can't stay here. And so immediately we are 24/7 service, concierge. So jumped on the phone and got him a new room. But he always uses that and says, you know what? It doesn't matter where I'm going. I'm calling Tara, the travel boss.
I could imagine why. I'm starting to learn that when you use people that specialize in a field, it's very convenient. I know sometimes we want to be frugal. I can do it myself, you know. And you even meant you got something for those who just feel like. But I'm gonna tell you, when I heard the story, she told me about the guy who booked his own room and didn't think he needed her, and the room he found, he's like, I can't stay here. It's like one of those motels with balconies, like, you know. He thought he was getting He thought he was getting
He thought he was getting a nice, luxurious hotel room, you know, just something he can rest and relax in. And he said, he said, bars on the window, he said.
That's what you get. That's what you get, trying to do it yourself.
Right.
I
do want to just say this.
Yes.
You know, people hear luxury travel and automatically they think it's just unreachable. Yeah. But luxury is a peace of mind, you know, and it's personalization, and it's showing up to a 5-star resort with chilled champagne waiting in your room because you called ahead. You know, it's just planning. It's private sunset sails. It's just traveling. It when you focus on traveling, you know, I just think that you pour into yourself.
Okay.
And so when you pay yourself for your hard work, you feel better. Yeah. You know, so don't think that just because we call something luxury that it's unreachable for you or it's something you don't deserve, because everyone deserves to be celebrated. Everyone deserves, you know, to be paid for their hard work, and traveling does that for you. It's a reset. So definitely invest in that. There's affordable ways to do so. There's payment plans, there's planning ahead. And then there's me, the travel boss, that's always willing to help you if you just give me a call at 925-305-0267. I would love to help you travel and see the world.
So you took the word luxury, you said travel boss. So you mentioned the word luxury, and I think, again, sometimes people think the word luxury and they think it's unaffordable. Like, ooh, luxury, that's costly. But with a travel and the discount with an agent, as I mentioned, I went to Washington, D.C., a friend of mine, me and John, there was an event through the Vegas Chamber that they were all going to D.C., and so wanted to go to D.C. with them, but the price they were quoting was like, whoa, really? It was like 4 nights or whatever. And my daughter knows you, and she says, contact Tara, she's a travel agent. I think, okay, let me see what I can get with that. And I mean, literally, everyone, it was half of what I stayed in the Omni Hotel, which is, I didn't stay necessarily where they were. I stayed, I think, 2 miles away, but it was one quick Uber ride, and I was right in the downtown DC area. I stayed in a very luxury hotel, and for half the cost. Stayed the whole time they were there. at half the cost because I went through a travel agent. So I thought, if I'm going to spotlight shine a business, let me give Tara this opportunity because I personally have used her services. The cost was very economical. It wasn't over the budget. In fact, I had some money to tip the Uber. I could tip the Uber, Tara, from your assistance. So I was able to tip the Uber. I do anyway, but that was just, I just want to help people understand using a travel agent is very resourceful. Family reunions. How many divorced people are you getting? They're having divorce trips. Is that something big? Is that a trip?
I mean, people are finding all type of reasons to travel, and divorce happens to be one of those. They're celebrating any way possible. They want to go see the free now. So,
that's what it is.
So they are traveling to see parts of the world that maybe they were with someone who didn't enjoy a boat ride. So now they're like, hey, I'm free. I'm gonna jump on this cruise I've been wanting to go on. So I do see a lot of that. To me, it's just that luxury provides you value. It's a mindset, and it's a wealthy mindset. It means that you're investing in quality over chaos. So you could book the trip yourself and stress about it when it doesn't happen the way you thought, or you could let a professional craft the perfect experience while you live your life. It just depends on what your preference is. I try to make things affordable for everyone, because we are in some tough times, financially, but don't let that stop you from getting out and seeing the world.
And do you.
It is beautiful. Yes.
And do
you, please.
Do some islands perhaps you haven't done before?
Yes. I always recommend that. I think that, again, the world is a beautiful place, and everybody should be able to see it. I have had the ability to be blessed to have seen different places in the world. I've traveled so much, and I've provided my children with the experience to travel as well. We don't do birthdays anymore. You put all this money towards a birthday party. People show up. They may or may not show up with a gift. You've spent thousands of dollars on this party, when you could have just given your child a different experience. I took my son to Jamaica. One of his birthdays, we left out of Miami, and he was into LeBron at that time. And so took him on the trip, and we went to Jamaica, and he talks about it today, So just invest in yourself and your children.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are there any current promotions that our listeners should know about?
Yes, absolutely. So right now, Carnival Cruise Line is offering their Max Out the Fun in Your Tax Refund
the
sale.
Fun in Your Tax Refund.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
That is a sale that's going on, which includes up to 40% off of your cruise fare. You get free cabin upgrades, up to $50 on board credit, 2-for-1 cruise deposits, and there are valid sailings all the way through April 2027. So if you give me a call now before the April 21st, if you call me now before April 21st and I get you set up with that, you can cruise anywhere from now till April 2027 with those current deals. Anybody that's seeking an all-inclusive resort experience, I also have some exceptional deals available. Margaritaville Island Reserve Cap in Punta Cana is offering up to 58% off per night for stays, for current stays. So if you're looking for that, also Club Med is providing 40% off of premium sunny vacations with an additional instant savings of up to $300. And then up to $300 instant air discount when you book the all-inclusive package with me.
And that's travel.
This is an all-inclusive resort. This offer is valid for March 29th up until November 2025. So if you book it now, give me a call at 925-305-0267. Those are just some of the little
perks,
offers we have, promotions we have going on right now.
Okay. Now, those are cruises or those are just
So that was both. I gave you one for a cruise and then 2 all-inclusive resorts.
Okay. So I've done the Carnival. I want to upgrade to what's the next one?
Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
So right now we do have a group trip going on Royal Caribbean. It does leave in October.
Okay.
The price for that starts at $600, roughly about $600 per person. Give me a call and I can get you on that group trip. Right now we have over 78 people traveling on that trip. So give us a call. It will be a group trip. We also have a destination wedding that's a part of that trip as well.
Okay.
So shout out to my wedding client, Justin and Justine. Congratulations. But yes, so give us a call and we'll be happy to add you on. We're going to the Bahamas. We'll be having a Bahama party to get us in the spirit of leaving. So sometimes I do offer my clients the ability to come out to one of the parties that we have, just so you can experience it still at home and get ready and get in the mindset for that trip you're getting ready to go.
Now, how many
on.
days is that October?
That is a 4-day cruise.
4-day cruise. Okay.
4-day cruise. So, yeah, just
Okay.
book it. 4 days, 5 nights. Yeah.
Okay. 4-day, 5 nights. Bora Bora.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. What about Dubai?
Yes.
Okay, you got Dubai out there. Okay, I don't know.
We can help you go anywhere you want to go.
Okay, get your passport.
Get
ready.
your passport. Now, one of the things I just want to throw this out there because
Yes.
people don't know this all the time. If you're going on a cruise and your cruise is leaving from a U.S. port and returning to a U.S. port,
Okay.
you don't need a passport. You can travel with your ID and your birth certificate.
Oh.
So don't let that be the reason why you have not traveled this year. Get on
Okay.
a cruise and still go see another part of the world.
So you're leaving a U.S. port. Explain that for the dummy.
So if you leave in, let's say you leave from Miami.
Miami, okay.
You're going to Jamaica or Haiti or Curacao or wherever.
Okay.
You don't need a passport because that cruise is coming back to Miami.
So,
What
but you
you
get
need-
off the boat in Jamaica?
Yes, absolutely.
Without a passport?
Without the passport. You're going to
Okay.
have, the cruise is going to give you their cruise card.
Really?
Yes.
I'll let your boy. Okay.
Yes, the
okay.
cruise is going to give you your cruise card. Your cruise card is your ID. It's how you get back in and out of the ship.
Okay.
But you can definitely use your birth certificate and ID. You go check in. You get on that cruise. It's coming back to the U.S. Just
Okay.
don't miss the cruise now.
Okay, right. Don't get out there and
Get
all
bit,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
Okay.
if you're working with me, the travel boss, of course, you have a customized itinerary. So your excursions, everything is planned out for you so that you make sure you're getting back to that cruise ship on time. But don't let that be the reason. I know passports, you know, people have different reasons why they can't obtain one.
Right.
But, you know, don't
Like
let
child
that
support.
reason.
You know, child support will hold you. They won't let you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're not leaving. If you, matter of fact, you got child support and you go on a cruise, matter of fact, bring us that money.
Right. And then we also will help you. If you don't have a passport, but you need to get your passport, give me a call. Part of being a travel agent is making sure you have that information accessible for your clients. So I do, and that there's no charge to that. Call me if you need your passport. I can help you get your passport.
Okay.
Give me a call at 925-305-0267. Let's stop making excuses for why we are not traveling. Traveling is healthy.
It's healthy.
Yes.
You know, Tara, this has been wonderful. I know somebody I was telling I was going to bring a travel agent. What does that have to do with real estate? I'm like, but it helps you to unwind. You got real estate. You just haven't been able to do much. And again, I can attest to the fact that travel agent did help with getting, because I was the guy that we spoke about who booked the room thinking I didn't need a travel agent. When I got to the room, I'm like, I can't stay here. And I called Tara and she says, what was the problem? I said, I booked the room. She said, you mean you didn't call me? I said, I was just a getaway. And I said, that's not the room I clicked on. And something happened in the click. I don't know. But I'm like, I can't stay here. So she was able to go in online and pull it down. And I mean, having a travel agent has been by far, as I mentioned, going to DC last October. It was wonderful. The cost of what it could have been to what it was wonderful. So I certainly wanted to do a black spotlight shine on a black business owner, Tara the travel boss. Give that number again, if you will, for someone that didn't get the pen. You know, the pen just sometimes was writing until then, right? And all of a sudden.
Absolutely. So again, I am Tara, the travel boss.
Yes.
I can be reached at 925-305-0267. If you're listening to this show, just remember that investing in travel is investing in yourself.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Tara, thank you so much for coming to the Greg Deville Let's Talk Wealth and Real Estate. So it was part of the Wealth Show. You know, we have wealth and real estate. So today we were talking about wealth, enjoying yourself, enjoying life. Don't have any regrets, right? No regrets. Now, if we book in advance, it saves us money, correct?
Yes.
What have you been seeing before we go? What have you seen when in advance? Is it like 2 weeks, a month? What?
So it depends on how you want to travel. It depends on where you're traveling to.
Okay.
I always say if you're going on a cruise, 120 days in advance is always
Okay, the 120 days. That's what it was. 120
ideal.
days. Okay.
But it depends on you and what your
4
preference
months.
is. Are you trying to save money, or are you trying to save time? Do you want more of a payment plan, lesser payments? You know, you just want to plan ahead as far as in advance. I can book you a trip whether you're traveling next week or not.
Yeah.
Just give me a call.
Okay.
So it depends on you and the urgency that you need. Again, we'll do that free consultation with you, and once we do that consultation, we'll know what your needs are.
Thank you again, Tara, for coming out and of your busy day. We appreciate it so much. Wanted to thank our listeners for tuning in. Share this with a friend, if you will. Maybe you're not traveling. Maybe you just came back off a cruise. But share this. You said in October there's a big event where you guys have some spots available, pricing information. So for more information, get with Tara. 925, what did you say?
305-0267. We're getting ready to go to the Bahamas. So give me a call, or if you're interested in learning the business and want to become a travel agent, give me a call as well.
All right. You heard it right here at the Greg Deville Wealth and Real Estate Talk Show every Wednesday right here at hot702.5fm.com. This is what we do, spotlight black shine, black owned business, having fun, helping families. Want to make sure you get this information out. Tell a friend. Don't forget, get your real estate opportunities available. We still have some no money down home buying programs that are available. We still have some programs for VA veterans to help get your benefits reinstated. Don't forget, if you've used your benefit before, there's still a chance. Those that are widows of veterans and you were married at the time of their demise, don't forget, we just sold a home to the wife of a deceased veteran. She was able to use his DD-214, get it reinstated, and to purchase a home. So don't forget, grandma can still go to. I just closed her on a deal on Friday. The lady was 73 years old. So people think, well, I'm of age. If you can pay rent, you can pay a mortgage. And at least you can leave that as an inheritance, right? Because the word of the Lord tells us a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So with that being said, why keep paying rent? Grandma can get out. If Uncle James was a veteran, and she was married to him when he passed on, she's still receiving his benefits. In many cases, she's able to reinstate his DD-214. We have lenders on standby to help you get that done. Let grandma get a house. Grandma still, I don't care if I'm telling you, the lady was just 73, bought a nice little 2-bedroom house just for her, moving here from New York just for her. She said, baby, mother don't need a whole lot of space. I just need a little something that's mine. Guess how she heard about purchasing in Nevada? She came to town to visit her son and daughter and heard me on the radio and just sitting there, heard me on the radio and decided to make the call, gave it to a lender. Guess what? Mother got approved. Mother got a house. Mother called me today. She's moving in today. Just got back from New York, moving in today. So again, don't forget, grandma and them, uncle, listen, and you can get a grant, a gift to help you purchase. Use your 401k without penalty. So there's a lot of ways that you can get into home ownership. We want to help you do that. Again, my contact information, 702-349-0162. Greg Deville, Deville Realty Group, the largest black-owned real estate firm in the state of Nevada, having fun, helping families build generational wealth. So until I talk to you next time, I'm going to get out of here. Tara, thank you once again. We got to have you come back sometime during the summer, perhaps. Or maybe we'll do it in June, maybe because that's a busy. What is the most traveled time that you've been seeing in your years of travel work?
Definitely summertime. People are traveling. You know, the kids are out of school. Those types of things are going on. So definitely the summertime. I'm available all throughout the year. When you're planning a wedding, you're always planning in advance. So October through February is the engagement season. So once you get engaged, give me a call if you're looking for a destination wedding. But yeah, anytime.
Destination weddings. Yes. Those are big. I hear that word a lot.
Yes, those are wonderful, beautiful, and easy ways to save money if you're recently engaged, or if you plan on getting engaged. Give me a call because that is affordable way to have a beautiful wedding.
Okay, very good. Thanks again, everybody. Look forward to talking to you next Wednesday right here at hot702.5fm.com. Until then, may God's best be yours. Take care.
Jones. Hey, Greg Deville was at it, man. Hey, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help. You wanna be a broker, you wanna be broke. You wanna be the joker, you wanna be the joker. You gotta bring more to the table than your hope, dreams and wishing. I can feed you fish or I can take you out fishing. I can show you the vision, addition and division, mathematic equation. Make the money flip like an acrobatic, amazing. Greg Deville help you build the foundation. I'm saying, if you want the real, holla at Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. If you want the real, listen to Greg Deville. He'll tell you how to do it. Now get to it. I'm talking real estate, building wealth, making money for your family and yourself. Now tune in. We here to help. Now tune in. We here to help.